Hey, Arcturus here. Today we're looking at the Aston Martin Vantage safety car and AMR23. These are from the LEGO Speed Champions series, and the set comes with 564 pieces and a ton of stickers. The number of stickers is pretty common for the Speed Champions series. I do like a lot of these stickers. But the build is quite nice, and it builds these very nice cars that we will take a look at today. You do get 2 minifigures to drive each of your cars, and I will set those off to the side for now, and we'll look at those at the end. All right, so first up we have the Vantage safety car, which has some very nice stickers on it. The top here is a printed piece, though most of the other sections, like here, are not, but this is nicely printed. This is obviously mostly stickers. The headlights are also a printed piece. There's maybe 1 or 2 other ones. I think that's it. I think it's, oh, and then you get the little Aston Martin symbol here. It's also a printed piece, but most of the rest of it is stickers. It does look very nice, nicely put together. Not a ton of moving pieces, obviously. Like these don't really move at all. There's a little bit of wiggle here, but really not much. A lot of tiny stickers to put on, but then the only other part that moves is you can take the windshield off. And you get a nice interior, again, with some more stickers in there. You can see another one there on the side. There is, of course, room for a minifigure, though, like many of them, you do have to raise the arms, of course, to squeeze them in there. But they do fit quite nicely. It is a lovely green car. Just some very nice details here. Unfortunately, most of those are in stickers, but just an excellent car all around. The Formula 1 car, the AMR23, perhaps because I think the Formula 1 car is a little less nice, personally, than the other car, but I think it's still pretty good. This one does have more stickers than the other one, and there is, of course, a ton of ads printed on it, as they do on the actual cars, which is kind of annoying from a sticker perspective, but it is what the set is like, so there is that. You do get some nice details here. I will say this is a little more annoying to move around and use as like a playset, because you have these little tiny sections here that come off very easily because they're just attached by that single stud there. I also was not a huge fan of how this piece goes on. I just don't think it's well done. Like, it's okay. It's just not my preference. Didn't quite enjoy it. This one does make use of a lot of little tiny pieces. So it does have more pieces than it feels like it does when it's put together. And you also put these... Actually, I don't even know if I can get that out anymore. There we go. And then for each of the wheels, you use one of these... I don't know what this type of plate is called, but it just slides right in there, and it gives it some nice depth there, which I think is good. I mean, I think it looks good. It looks like what it's supposed to, at least in my opinion. And it's got some nice details. It's just unfortunate, I think, that all of those are stickers. I understand why. Just, I think, not the best, in my opinion. But I think for a Formula 1 car, it looks really good. So, your mileage, of course, may vary depending on your opinions on it. Oh, there we go. That's a little better. You do use this sort of joystick style or gaming piece. That's what I consider it as, at least, because it reminds me of a Xbox controller, although of course the details on it are a little different. This is printed, fortunately. You don't have to try to wiggle a sticker in there, which is nice. And as you can tell, some of these pieces do come off quite easily, and this is a little difficult to line up in there because it's pushing itself apart. There we go. Okay. And I'll slide that back. So a little, I think, more difficult, maybe because I'm picking it up. That's also part of the problem. I'm sure if this is on the table, it's a little easier, though these pieces do come off pretty easily, which I think is a disappointment. For minifigures, you do get 2 of them, as well as 2 hair pieces. So you get this first one with a much nicer helmet, I think, than the other one, mainly because you have this printed symbol there on the front, which is a nice addition. You do get 2 different hair pieces. There's one with just a ponytail, and then a standard hairpiece. I do think this helmet is a little better because it does have that printed piece on there. I do wish they had printed one on this white helmet, but it's just the standard Lego white helmet. The back of the figures are a little different. This one has some more detail than the other, but the fronts are decent enough. This one just a safety car, whereas the other one has the Aston Martin and some advertisements on it. Overall, a fun build. Not sure the Formula 1 cars are for me, but it was fun to put together. So that's the set for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.